Hi everyone, in this video we are going to learn about mercuric cell. It is also called as mercuric oxide zinc cell. It is the primary cell, that means it is irreversible and it cannot be reused. See, it is a mercuric oxide zinc cell. See, here you can see the image of this mercuric oxide zinc cell. It is used in the watches and also in the walkie-talkies, hearing aids, electronic watches, like that. First of all, let's see some of the introduction about this mercuric cell. This mercuric oxide and zinc cell was developed during the earlier part of the World War II. It is also called as RM cell. It was named against the names of Rubin, he is the inventor, and also the Maloney company. So it is also called as RM cell. And see this diagram here. Here it is the anode cap and it is the anode. Here is the gasket. It is the anode. Here the anode is amalgamated zinc powder, that is amalgamated zinc powder. That means zinc is present with the mercury. It is amalgamated zinc powder. And here is the cathode. This whole thing is anode. It is amalgamated zinc powder, whereas the cathode is mercuric oxide, that is HgO. Mercuric oxide. It is with 5 to 10% of the graphite. 5 to 10% of the graphite. Okay, let's write these points. Here the anode is amalgamated zinc powder, that is ZnHg, whereas the cathode is the mercuric oxide, that is HgO. Okay, next, what are the electrolytes are present here? That means here is the anode and here is the cathode. In between here is a separator which separates the anode and the cathode. This separator consists of 40% potassium hydroxide solution, that is 40% potassium hydroxide solution, and also saturated zinc oxide, that is ZnO. These are the things that are present in the separator. These two will act as a electrolyte. Electrolyte is KOH and ZnO. Okay, his anode is amalgamated zinc powder and cathode is HgO, that is mercuric oxide, and the electrolyte is 40% of KOH plus ZnO. And here is a gasket and this is a separator. It is a anode cap. It is a cell can. Now let's see the cell reactions which happens in this mercuric cell. At anode. Now let's write the electrode reaction. Electrode reactions. First of all, at anode. Here at anode what happens means oxidation. That means loss of electrons takes place. Okay, here at the anode, that is amalgamated zinc powder plus 2OH, that is electrolyte KOH. In this OH, that is 2OH is taken and the reaction is carried out between the amalgamated zinc powder and also 2OH. We will get ZnO plus water plus 2 electrons is lost. See here this is having the oxidation state. Let's see, we don't know that zinc, so let's put it as X plus oxygen is -2 is equals to 0. We will get plus 2. So here it is in the state of plus 2. That means 2 electrons are lost. while carrying this reaction. So it is oxidation is taken place, that means loss of electrons. Once again let me explain. Here in the anode, amalgamated zinc powder and 2OH is reacted. It will give ZnO plus water plus 2 electrons are lost. Here ZnO is the solid. Next coming to the cathode. At the cathode what happens means, here at cathode what is present, that is mercuric oxide plus H2O is also present. That means small amount of water is present. And what is cathode means, here reduction happens, that means gain of electrons. That is reduction happens, that means gain of electrons takes place. Here gain of electrons takes place, that means these 2 electrons which are lost here are gained here. So the reaction will give rise to, here the HgO is solid. After the reaction what happens means, we will get mercury, that is liquid, plus 2OH minus. See, Hg, and here is a 1 oxygen and H2O is remaining. So 2 oxygens and 2 hydrogens are present. The whole will become as 2OH minus, like this. This is the reaction at the cathode. So now coming to the overall reaction. What happens in the overall reaction means, here what happens, what will get cancelled means, this 2OH and will be getting cancelled, and these 2 electrons and these 2 electrons will be getting cancelled, and this H2O is also getting cancelled. So what are the things which are remaining in the reactant side in the both the reactions means, here in the reactant side ZnHg is remaining. Okay, and here in the, see here in this reaction only on the reactant side ZnHg is remaining and nothing else is remaining. These are the products. Here we are only considering the reactant. See here in the reactant side we are only remaining with ZnHg, and in the cathode reaction, that is in the reduction, what is remaining, only HgO is remaining. See, HgO solid is remaining, that is plus HgO, that is solid, and nothing else is remaining. That means water is cancelled, 2 electrons are cancelled, and 2 OH minus also cancelled. And in the product side what is remaining means, see in the product here ZnO, that is solid, is remaining, and in this reaction, that is in the reduction, what is remaining means Hg is remaining, that is liquid. See, Zn plus HgO will give rise to ZnO plus Hg. This is the overall reaction. This is the overall reaction. We are remaining with ZnHg plus HgO. We will get ZnO plus Hg, that is liquid. This is the overall reaction of this mercuric oxide or zinc cell. Due to this reaction, electricity is produced in this mercuric cell or mercuric oxide zinc cell. So here the important point is the cell reaction indicates that the electrolyte KOH is non-variant. See, by these cell reactions we understand that the electrolyte, here the electrolyte is KOH, it is non-variant, that means it will be fixed and only some amount is required, some amount of KOH only required. That means the KOH is fixed and only some amount of KOH is required. This KOH along with the high density of HgO makes this mercuric cell very compact and also available in flat pellet forms. Okay, these combinations, that is KOH and HgO, will make this mercuric cell very compact and also available for the flat pellet forms. And another important point is the open circuit voltage of this mercuric oxide zinc cell is 1.35 volts. That is overall voltage, that is open circuit voltage of this mercuric oxide zinc cell is 1.35 volts, and it remains constant during its life. It remains constant. We have seen in the dry cell that it will be not remaining constant, but here this volt, that is 1.35 volt, will remain constant during its life. Okay, it remains constant. Why? Because in the overall reaction, there is no ions. Sorry, in the overall reaction, it does not involve any ion in solution whose concentration can change during its lifetime. So if ions is present in the solution, means their concentration can change during their lifetime. Here no ions are present in the reaction, that is in the overall reaction no ions are present. That's why its volt is constant, that is 1.35 volt is constant in the mercuric cell, that is mercuric oxide zinc cell. If ions are involved, means it will not have a constant voltage, whereas these ions are not present in the overall reaction, that's why it is having the voltage that is constant. Now coming to the applications of this, we have already seen these type of cells in the watches, that means electronic watches, in the walkie-talkies, and in the radiation detection meters, and many more applications. And it is also used in the hearing aids, like that. This is the applications of this mercuric cell. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos.